Hey guys, welcome to a little rainy day yin style stretch, release slash meditation. Um, Hopefully this will help you wherever you are on the journey with things and the way that they are. And whatever you're feeling is okay. And if you're feeling a little out of control, it's okay. If 1 minute you're feeling one way and the next you're completely different, it's okay. One thing I've learned is that we're all needing different things that are not as accessible as we're used to. So I think the takeaway in that is that we can't ever be guaranteed that it's going to go back to the way that it was. And if you're anything like me, little changes, you can flow, you can go, you move on. Bigger changes that affect literally a part of who you are very different to process. So, for instance, I don't think yoga is going to be taken away from us. Okay? There's no way any yogi would let that happen. But I do think that we're in a space where we're going to have to, do our best and be open to receive it in the way that we can get it. So I don't know if that helps anyone, but know that I'm going to continue to do my best for you. And when we get back in here, because we will be back, it might be just a little bit longer than we thought, but it's just going to be all the better. It's going to be wonderful. We'll get to reconnect, and I'm super excited about that. But give yourself permission to take a little bit of time for you. Seated with a cushion or a blanket, hopefully a quiet spot that you have set aside for yourself. And we'll see if we can stretch and breathe some of this tension out, some of the fear out, move through some of the anxiety, which at the end of the day is energy. So whether that's through breath work, stretching, movement, some of us release better through a harder type of workout. Some of us release better through relaxation. So hopefully you'll get a good balance with the online content that you can get what you need in any given day, and you can always go back to YouTube and what's been posted and shared. So for now, give yourself permission just to find a comfortable spot. If you need to lay down to do that, feel free. Give yourself permission just to be. So right now it's not so much about where my body is as much as where I'm going to let my mind go. And what I'm embracing. So maybe embrace stillness and quiet. Give yourself permission to let go of the thoughts that want to pull you away in this moment, the distractions. They're all going to be there later, more than likely. So just go ahead and find your center and move into peace. And notice what you notice in your body right now. As it speaks to you, try not to be judgmental, just aware. With the awareness of breath, allow yourself some deep inhales. Exhale, make sure you let that go out your mouth to release that all. Start to check in with things like the muscles of your face, your jaw, shoulders, fingers and toes. And allow your focus to come between the center of your forehead, between your eyebrows and the third eye chakra. Notice what you notice. Now take your time, but we're going to open the eyes here, maybe wiggle fingers and toes a little. If you chose to start on your back, you'll take your time making your way to a seat. Never any rush. If you've been seated with me, you can change your legs out and start to elongate the spine here, belly in. And then allow your head to come towards one shoulder, starting to stretch the neck, and then the other. And side to side. And then once you make your way back to neutral, we're going to look up a little, not too far back, and then down. And one more. And center up. Let's take our legs out. Lengthen, lengthen. Now, I haven't stretched in a while, and so it's going to be interesting, all of this probably. But for a moment, let's just stay seated with the legs long. Inhale, draw the arms up, roll the shoulders back, maybe look up. Okay, so that's all lengthening. And release. We're going to take one shoulder back, 4 rounds. And then the other. Center up, inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, fold, soften your knees. Oh yeah, that is a whole lot of non-flexibility at the moment. So, let's just be forgiving, generous, patient. belly in, and we'll start to come up. This time we're gonna roll both shoulders back. See if you can get a little bit more opening in these rolls than before. So ideally you're shrugging up and you're taking your time and really sending the shoulder blades back toward each other. Now keep in mind, if you have shoulder issues or you're recovering, you know, you may not be able to do this just like everything else to the max in your mind, but you feel it out. And then exaggerate these as much as your body allows or you want to. Center, inhale, reaching, exhale, we're twisting. So we're gonna release hands, just pick a side and keep it gentle. Let that go. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, opposite side, long spine as you move into the twist. And release that. So we're gonna come off of the sits bones. Thank God, right? If you've been sitting around a lot, you might not like the fact that I've started, you know, some of these sequences seated. It's just out of habit for me. I try to mix it up. But you know, you can always lay on your belly, on your back, however you want to start. Let's go ahead and explore child's pose for a moment. So you pick your style, and of course a blanket underneath you if you're on a harder surface than normal, or double a mat up, whatever you need to do. Assess the situation that your hips might be in, okay? And then come into your child's pose of today. Staying as long as you need to. When you're ready, belly comes in. We slide the palms back toward us. Take the knees closer together if you need to find table. And inhale, we find cow. Exhale, our cat. A few more if you need to. Any other movement that feels right to you. An option for down dog here. Even movement in the down dog. Another breath or two where you're happy, and then we're going to release those things. Find a block or roll up a blanket for supported fish pose. Remember, you can always use two, you know, so if you don't have a block, a cushion will work, anything. And reclining back, maybe I need to scoot a little bit. Hard to say. And finding this lovely, lovely place for everything, I think. but especially releasing tension upper back, shoulders. Remember, if your low back doesn't like this, you can make your prop smaller, use something different, and then you can always bend your knees. Remember, this is a place we're not working toward, working for. This is a posture that I'm allowing my body to work for me. The support is working for me. All I have to do is breathe, and if I don't want to think about my breath, my body will do that for me. Staying here for a few more breaths or starting to come out, always your choice. And this is a recording, so you have plenty of time to linger wherever you want to linger, and then use pause or rewind, fast forward, whatever makes you happy. But we're going to go ahead and come to our backs. So after your supported fish, that'll be the last pose that you need anything for, and the last one that you'll need to actually see me for. You can just follow my voice for the rest of this. We're coming to our backs. We're going to gently send our knees in and allow for a little rocking. And then at center, let's just hug one knee in and lengthen that other leg out. If you don't like that leg lengthened, you can bend it. But we really want to see about this hip that we're working with opening in a moment. But let's take the ankle, roll it around. And point and flex. And then we're going to send the knee closer and maybe out towards your shoulder. So we get to open this hip. And let's bring it back towards center. Let's lengthen and then stretch out long. Roll the wrists around so I don't forget them. Okay, now we're going to take that other knee in, whichever one you didn't do. Let's start with a little ankle work. Then explore this opening here. And back to center. Stretch again. Roll ankles and wrists if you need to. Point and flex, yeah. Slowly make a fist and then slowly let that out. Whatever feels good. Any little side body work. You can lengthen and cross one ankle over the other one, and then send your body into crescent moon on the floor. Okay, so we're side bending. Feels pretty good. And then change it up. Back to center. So let's make our way to our resting pose. Now, some of us like corpse pose. Some need to be on their side and some on their belly. And some will come back to seated. So you choose what you feel. For this practice, maybe you want to try something different. Maybe your body needs more child's pose. It's what I love about yoga. Especially here, you always get a choice. Start to deepen the breath. Bring your awareness back to the third eye. And start to gently scan your body, noticing areas of tension and then letting go a little deeper. Go and control the breath. And stay for as long as your schedule allows. Remember, when it's time to come out for you, you just take your time making movements and changes, and always gradually coming back into your day. Never a rush. And as you stay put until you see fit, I will tell you now, thanks for joining me. And I hope that this brought a little light into your day and into your world. Take these opportunities as often as you can. Continue to take care of yourself. Until we meet again, namaste.